Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sypher backing out with another video. Now, I'm not going to say that there's not news with Call of Duty, because there is some news, but it's like, if I was to make a news video about every 2 days, it's just nickeling and diming little things that I can make into a full 10-minute video that I am like overhyping or like over-exaggerating. Because I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot of bad things happening with this game, as we're going to get into the video for. And there's a lot of other things that are way better than Call of Duty at the moment. I mean, take for instance Resident Evil 4 Remake that literally dropped about a week ago, which is freaking amazing. If you have not already purchased it and or watched gameplay of it, I'd recommend you go do it, because it is phenomenal. It's a beautiful, wonderful looking game. Does a lot of things right compared to the original. There are some things I did like about the original more than the remake. For example, in the remake, I feel like it's a lot more Hollywood kind of dramatized. There's a lot more of these like little mini cutscenes, which I mean is kind of good, but they're definitely over dramatized, and they kind of takes me out of the gameplay, but they're not too bad. At least they still make it interesting and still fun with the recreation of a lot of the characters and bosses, obviously, that they brought back from the original. I do like some of the voice actors are definitely better than the original, and also some voice actors from the original are better than the remake. But, you know, that's all up to personal choice and just personal preference. I do like some of the change of the character models for both the enemies and the characters, you know, some of the protagonists in the game. They've definitely changed some of the things, which is fine. I mean, they've made some look a lot better and some look slightly worse, but that's fine. I mean, honestly, I think it's a good change. But now back onto Call of Duty. Now, if you guys don't know, this game is just dead. I mean, Charlie Intel and a lot of people posted like about 3 days ago that the game on Steam is below 90,000 players. Of course, we don't know the player count on the consoles anymore, because that's no longer shown on the consoles like it used to be about 10 years ago now. I think the last game that showed player counts was Black Ops 3, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that Call of Duty Ghosts was was pretty much the first game that got rid of it. In terms of, well, it was there, but it just doesn't seem as accurate, I guess you could say. But the games after that just kind of slowly started feeding us less and less and less player count ability. So it kind of started in COD Ghosts. I think a lot of people kind of felt it kind of dripping off. But, you know, we can't tell on console. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, it seems like there's not that many people on console, because I was facing the same people every other game. Like, I was getting 1 or 2 players every other game that I'm just like, hey, didn't I just, like, play this guy? No, like, when the game first came out, it was very rare that I would play people I met 2 games ago with this whole skill-based matchmaking. So me noticing it now is kind of showing me that the game is slowly dying as I'm playing it more and more. Honestly, I have just completed the battle pass for season 2. I have gotten platinum. I'm getting platinums right now for the battle rifles. I've gotten all the headshots for all of the guns for the event. I've done all of that already. I mean, I've played DMZ quite a bit. I got my first Warzone win the other day, because I don't play Warzone. Personally, I'm not a fan of Warzone, so, you know, it's not me to talk about Warzone, but honestly, a lot of people, Call of Duty content creators, are moving to Warzone 1, and I saw a video on YouTube Shorts the other day talking about it. A lot of people feel like it's a movement with the rushing ability. Like, there's something different that feels different with the gunplay and movement than did it in Warzone 1. Honestly, I can't fully explain it because I don't really play Warzone, but I kind of did notice it in the video, this guy talking about it. But what is crazy, though, what is crazy is that a certain company is paying cheaters and hackers on Warzone 1 to go and as bounties kill these high-end streamers on Warzone. I'm not lying to you. It's been spoken about in the community in slight ways, but it is definitely out there. People are going out of this company, aka, we all know who it is, ACTIVSION, you know, with their blacklist again, is going out their way to just make this game worse. They don't even want you to play Warzone 1. They're making it to where people now are they're forcing you to play Warzone 2. I'm gonna be honest with you, I will not be surprised if by next year, with the next Call of Duty release that Sledgehammer is making, that they take off the servers for Warzone 1. They could leave the multiplayer servers up, but I will definitely say they might get rid of the Warzone 1 servers completely, just so people have to play and download Warzone 2. It may be an integration. It may be an integration. Like, if you downloaded the Warzone 1, file, and that's all you have, is going to be automatically switched to Warzone 2. It's just going to transfer you over. It's not even going to be called Warzone 1. It's just going to delete that file, update into Warzone 2. Honestly, I would not surprise that this company does that. What is also another scummy thing that this company is doing is that they're taking, a lot of these people with the new Fortnite engine and all this stuff, Creator Engine, all this stuff, with the Unreal Engine, all this stuff, are making Call of Duty, maps, zombie modes, all this crazy cool stuff in Fortnite's new creator system. These are fans, fans of the old games, fans of the franchise, and Call of Duty is actively reaching them out to say, hey, take this off or you're gonna be, copyrighted. Like, we're gonna copyright your content. We're gonna take you down. Like, they are literally reaching out to people via emails to take down reimagined maps. So like Shipment, all these maps on Fortnite, or they will be copyrighted or, taken down or whatever they'll do to them. Literally, this company is going out their way to eliminate, other fans making content and other games about it. It's like if they reached out to Roblox and say, hey, we can't have anybody no more make a Call of Duty fan based game in Roblox. I'm gonna be honest with you, Roblox has some pretty decent zombie modes in Roblox from Call of Duty. The maps are made right about the same, and the weapons and everything is just the same. It's just in Roblox, and they're not that bad, to be honest. I've played them before. I mean, I've also played Nerf of Duty on Roblox, which is basically just Call of Duty just with Nerf guns. It's pretty cool, and they're not that bad at all. But it's just that Activision themselves is going out their way to ruin their playing accounts and their fans even more. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's like they don't even know what's going on anymore. Like they don't even want like people and fans to think about the old days anymore. Like, this is like literally them killing hype for the old Call of Duties and for the fans that still exist out there that don't play the newer Call of Duties because they don't like them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there is a lot of things I do not like about this game that I wish were, that they just brought back even some of the things from, even, for God forbid I'm saying this, but even fucking Vanguard. Like, they brought some of the things back, like the perk system for one, and Vanguard wasn't that bad. It was pretty decent. Of course, I still think to this day that both for 2019 and Vanguard, the perk balancing was just terrible, but it kind of always has been like that. Perk 1 and Perk 2 always had the best perks and perks that you really had to pick out which ones you wanted, and Perk 3 was kind of like your throwaway perk, kind of just like an added bonus. And I was like, it's like, oh, I got sit rep, I can see things through walls, or hey, I got marksman, my aim is a lot better at long range. It was never anything dramatic like, oh, Blink 2.0 or faster reload or hardline or Juggernaut. It was never like an overpowered perk, but it was more of a throwaway perk, something that you could throw away and just know that you have it. Now it just seems like all the perks in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 are just all terrible, because the only good ones are in your ultimate perk, and even then they're just worser versions of other perks we've seen in Call of Duty. So it's like, I don't even know what they're doing. And between all of this, and all these better games that are coming out, and a lot of these games are just getting more and more, with Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, that other kind of zombie game that came out, and Dead Island 2 coming right around the corner. I mean, there's just so much stuff that's coming out that is just beating Call of Duty, both on player counts and everything. I mean, there's more people playing Resident Evil 4 Remake than there is Call of Duty. More people are playing Resident Evil 4 than Call of Duty. I have never seen that before, that within 6 months the Call of Duty has just dramatically dropped in player counts. It is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure there's just as much players playing Plutonium, Modern Warfare 3 and 2, and Black Ops on Steam than there is playing Modern Warfare 2, 2022. I would not doubt that at all. And honestly, someone should go look that up. If you guys don't know, there is a plutonium thing for Call of Duty that's still in beta. Basically, it's just porting over the original games from, Modern Warfare 3, but it makes it to where there's an anti-cheat. So there's no, like, cheaters at all. It's basically taking a really high anti-cheat that these people have made, and it's just making it to where you can play the old school Call of Duties on your PC. They're not on console, unfortunately, and have no hackers, which is fine. I'm pretty sure it also has controller support. I'm not 100% sure on that, honestly. I don't play games, Call of Duty games on Steam. I don't like them. I like console, but that's just a personal preference. But honestly, guys, it's just amazing of what's going on with this game. Like, this game is just so dead, like, at this point. Honestly, I'm running out of time here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you guys do like this content on YouTube, leave a like rating. Tell me in the comment section below, what you like. I don't know. I mean, are you guys hyped for Season 3? I'm really not. I mean, we have heard jack shit about Season 3 besides we're getting the intervention. That's it. I mean, it's not even called the intervention. It's called the M2000, I believe. Something like that. Something ridiculous. They can't even get the nostalgia right of old guns. It's insane. Alright, anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and click that notification icon to get notified whenever I go live, post a video, or upload a short, guys. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace out.